But man, now and has just started. It's a showdown between BECK ROGERSSON, which is the young guy that's at the table right now. Prominent player, going to be a very dangerous player soon. He's playing against PHAM TUAN, who is already a dangerous player. I've had the pleasure to play him a couple of times. First time I had a chance to beat him for sure. I messed up and gave him a chance back to the table. Well, actually, I didn't really mess up, but I played a breakout. My white ball scratched, and that gave him a ball in hand. All I had was one ball left. He had the whole table, but with a ball in hand and the skills that he's got, he took advantage of it and ended up beating me that day. And then last week we played on Thursday, and he absolutely spanked me. So, a lot of respect for his game, but I'll see you at the table again, man. I haven't been able to sleep well for a few days. We gotta fix that. All right. So yeah, we're in this first rack here, and it looks like BECK's trying to squeeze this through. He's gonna get it right through there, perfect for the 8-ball. Very aggressive player, young player though, so usually that's the case. It's the thrill of making a ball into the pocket. Once you get addicted to that, then you just want to make every ball in the pocket. Yeah, that's the PHAM match. So he takes the first game, and well, we'll see what happens here in the second game. He's got a pretty decent break too. Everything, it's going to develop and get better as it gets older, of course. But at the moment, at the I thought he had lots of room there, enough to be able to make that 6-ball. He did jump up on the shot, so maybe he didn't really feel secure about the shot. That's usually the case in pool anyway. Like when you imagine the shot, and you can see it going in, and you know for sure it's going to go in. You just go in and you make the shot. When you come up with those shots where you have a little bit of doubt, there's something there that just doesn't make sense, or maybe there's something you just can't see. Usually you're going to have some body movement. The 2-balls are a huge problem here, and finding a breakout for that 2-ball is going to be incredibly hard. So I'm thinking what he's going to end up doing here is he's probably likely going to end up playing a safety on that 2-ball instead of trying to break it out. And he can do that because, he's got that 15-ball right there. So as long as he gets, say, to like the left side of the rail, first diamond below the left side pocket, like somewhere around there, he can play the safety, the bank safe. He missed the shot anyway, so that's going to turn the table over. And BECK's going to make this 2-ball, yeah. That's the right thing to do. Which is maybe what PHAM was trying to do, because he's a pretty good kick shot player. And he might have figured that the kid was going to play something like this. This is how PHAM beat me with a kick shot on Thursday. I played a safety on him, trying to make a comeback, and it was a really good safety, and I just left him the edge of the side of the cushion, and then played that Federer Gore style kick shot. I really shouldn't give Federer Gorster credit for that because he's not the one that invented the technique. It was somebody else. I actually don't know what the guy's name is, but I remember watching the video on Facebook. He really wanted that breakup, man. So in situations like that, the reason why he is because he's so focused on the explosion part of the breakout that he's forgotten to focus on the part that matters the most, which is making the shot. Now, had he made the shot and focused on the shot first, he naturally, anyway, he would have still like made the shot and would have got somewhat of a breakout, but it wouldn't have been as powerful. Now, if you wanted that same kind of breakout with time and experience, you could set that up, right? You could get that breakout with that power, but once again, your focus has to be on the shot that you're making and not the breakout. And you have to trust that the spin that you're putting on that cue ball is going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. As long as you trust the cue ball with the knowledge you have, you're going to get the results you're looking for, basically. Shot to the side is good. And he's got a couple of options here. I don't know, he might want to play a safety here. Like bank the 10 ball, put the cue ball right between the 8 and the 11. Something like that. See, that's the young eyes, the young ambition and hunger. Go for everything. He's got the shot on the 10 ball, though. He's got to get a little bit of luck here on this kick on the 8. Yeah, I didn't really work out as good. I think he can still make the shot. PHAM's taking a look to see if they need to call a ref. He's going to call a ref. And kid's telling him, like, I'm just going to bank it up. Yeah, there you go. 2 real bank shot. You got to be careful what you leave PHAM, though, because he's got some good knowledge when it comes to banks and kicks. So you can watch it on the TV, or, I don't know, saying something about the camera anyway. You point to the camera. So it is possible. I don't know. So we got to, I don't know if this thing works on your screen, but we got to make this line connect from this line. And they have to, like, so if you see here, like, the natural pattern for that ball is to come this way, which none of that's going to help him. He's going to run to that 3 ball. He has to adjust with spin. Super aggressive. Oh, he's going to get lucky. Oh, man. What do you do there? All you got to do is just smile and say, okay, well, I guess I'll just try something with a 3. He can still play a safety here. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to give the kid a bank option. And I think he's going to take it home. He's been pretty aggressive. I like taking maybe the kiss off the 11 here and putting the white ball on top of the 8, but he might sell out the 3. Yeah, so you just go for it. And he hit that right through to make sure that he didn't sell out. Smart. The only reason he missed is because of the position on the cue ball. He was more concerned about where he was going to leave the cue ball. Didn't call it. Didn't see it as an option, though. As first sign of a little bit of nerves there from BECK. Because he could have made that shot. So if If Pham had like 4 or 5 balls on the table and he had that 11 ball, he would have made that 11 ball all day long. But because Pham was on the 8 ball and the 8 ball was close to that pocket, he thought for a split second, like, I don't want to sell this table out. Just make sure you get the ball to the pocket, block the pocket. So 1-1. 3-7 race. That's a tough one, man. So Pham's going to 7, and BECK is going to 3. And he won the first game too. So right at the hop, he's putting some heat on Pham, you know, and that's why Pham looked a little shook on that last rack. He's a good battler, this guy, though, so you'll see him battle good here. This should be a really good match, especially because the spot is huge. The only thing that separates BECK and Pham is experience, maturity. But other than that, they're pretty evened out. I mean, BECK can shoot. Kind of reminds me when I ended up playing Jason Cladd a few years ago when I first started streaming. Back then it was it the hanger yet? I think it was a hanger then. But yeah, I played Jason Cladd, and so we used the Fargo Fair match. We were just trying to learn at the time what Fargo Fair match was all about, and the match said that, you know, he was like a 763 back then. I actually remember that, 763. And I was like a 5. Must have been like a 575, something like that. Anyway, so they said the race was going to be a 7-3 race, and I lit up Clap, man. Usually I would just play straight up, but that day I was like, no, I want to see if this system actually works. Like, do I actually have a chance to beat Clad, and does Clad actually have a chance to be able to defend himself with this huge of a spot? So we went at it, man. But there was one little factor that, you know, Fargo Ray didn't take into consideration, and that's the fact that I might have been a 575, but I played a lot better when I played against higher level players. So technically, like, I was playing more like a 630, 640 at the time when I played them. I ended up beating him. It was 3-3 or 4-3. I can't remember, but I beat him anyway. And it looked like he was going to come back, and then I made a gross cut from like the middle of the table. Imagine putting the object ball right in the middle of the table, like literally right in the middle of the table, and then having a direct thin line contact with the cue ball. It was something like that, but the cue ball was like closer to the rail on the right, and I cut that ball to the corner for me to be able to get onto the 8 and get out, and he was just grossed out. He's thinking to himself, like, 7-3, like, how am I spotting this guy that much? Look at the crazy shot he just made. But that was like playing the Jason Clatt factor, right? Or any pro at that point. You're going to play your best game. You know you can't make mistakes, so you play your best game. That's something that changed over time for me. Now I just try to play my best game all the time. I try not to get caught off guard where I'm not ready to go. Right? But back then it used to be like one of those things where, like, I don't know, sometimes you were good to go, sometimes you weren't. I guess it's all mental. But 7-3, tough spot, man. So this will be a good match. Now, this was like Clatt playing against BECK. Like, Clatt would have a good chance here to still win big. But Pham is not too used to these kind of big spots, and so he's going to be a little bit nervous. His decision making is going to be a little bit off at times, and that's going to make this match interesting, I think, in my opinion. Didn't quite get the angle that he wanted because he wants to get to that 1 ball too. Oh, he shot that way too fast. That's the nerves right there. And he was partially playing through to get shape onto the 4 and the 6, which kind of helped him a little bit. I told you this kid's aggressive, man. He went for a big cut there. And the only bad thing about this altogether is that because Pham missed the shot, he actually opened up the 1 ball a little bit more than it was to the 14. Now that he's back to the table again, he's got a better opportunity to be able to make the 1 ball. Doesn't have to work as hard for it. He just has to set up for it. And that's what he's doing right now. There's the perfect angle almost. This time he's going to be a little bit more careful because he missed it last time. He got unlucky there to run into that 12 ball, but he should have seen that coming. The angles were there. Roll up safety. That's the only thing you can do to tie up the 8 ball. Oh, that too. Yeah, try to get behind the 4. That's a nice one. Such a difficult shot, though. You know, you got to have the perfect touch, otherwise you leave it wide open. Oh, look at that. Kid's lucky. Oh, it sounds like, yeah, you got lucky. But he's a pretty good player. I think he'll still play a safety. But he might be aggressive here and try to cross bank corner. If you can see enough of the 4 pushes out of the way, yeah, like that. Use the 8 ball as a blocker. Sure, you're going to give him a shot on the 14 ball, but he's got a really tough shot. He bit the trap and he got caught. And see, PHAM's a little smiling right there, right now, because he knows that kid's aggressive. He's going to go for the shot. He's playing on his, I don't want to call it a maturity, but his lack of experience, we'll say. That's probably the best way to put it up. 2-1. PHAM in the lead by 1. And that's really going to be the biggest game changer, I think, for the kid in the long run. Like when he truly matures, is when he starts not going for crazy shots and he starts settling down and playing smart when he has to. Those kind of things. I really like that because I didn't have my charging cord thing, so that's perfect. And we go on to rack number 4. Cue ball jumps off the table. It's going to be a ball in hand behind the line for PHAM. By the way, if you're enjoying the coverage here with Rod Irrigata, commentator, let these guys know. Drop a comment. Let them know, hey man, I like this guy. Or he sucks. I'm okay with that, man. As long as you're going to tell me how I can be better, I'm okay with that. But don't just come up here and swing at me without giving me a solution. I had a few people criticize me over the years, and they were all like, they were proper the way they kind of correct me a little bit, right? So there was things where, like I'm doing it right now, but things where like I talk about my life, myself a lot during moments, and it's just because I'm just a human being, and when I'm doing this, like to me, it's what I love to do. So if I was at home, I'd just be myself. When I'm doing this kind of work, it's like I'm at home, so I'm just myself. So a lot of times I speak about my life or little things that happen to me and joke around or whatever. So, you know, people used to say, hey, you talk too much, man, about yourself. You gotta, you know, keep it more about the game. Other people will say, hey, listen, man, I like your style, but check out this guy because his style is pretty good. And if you just clean it up this way, and, you know, and it'd be little things like that. So I could sit there and be upset and be like, hey, you know, screw you. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. But I'm never like that. If somebody has an opinion, if you're not happy with something, but you got some good input, like how I can improve or how I can make this the issue become better or solve it, then I'm all good with it, man. And if you're just trying to criticize because that's all you want to do, and that's your only point that you're trying to do, and yeah, that's not worth my time. Yeah, a lot of people were good like that, and I never get insulted when somebody says, hey man, you know, fix this, fix that. I want to be as good as I can be, right? So your input is huge. That's why I say if you guys are enjoying the commentary, whoever's watching, then just let these guys know that you enjoy the commentary. Sorry. And my name is Ryder. I'm from EvoSports Live, Manitoba, and I live in Winnipeg. Been here all my life. Most of you guys that are watching this already know that, but if you're new to the channel, then now you know. I've been a part of EvoSports Live since 2018, and minus the 2 years of COVID. And yeah, it's been a great adventure. I've been all over North America, streaming, covering events, and it's been a good journey. I love pool, and I'm grateful for all the things I've been able to do. You can find me on Facebook if you want to find me on Facebook. I stream some things on my Facebook page, which is under Regatta space EvoSports Live, one word, and then space Manitoba. So Rod space Regatta space CSL Manitoba, one word, or yeah, CSL Manitoba, one word, or EvoSports Live Manitoba. I can't remember. I gotta look at it right now. Anyways, you can find me on Facebook, and you can find us on EvoSports Live on Facebook. It's a page, not a group. We also have, if you go on there, you'll find my streams, and you can find a link to my YouTube channel, which is under my name. I'll say Ryder Regatta /CSL Manitoba. All right. And so we're going on here. This is now moving into rack number 5. Mr. TUAN to break. He's got a 2-game lead on the youngster, BECK ROGERSSON. This is the way that the game is supposed to go, though. That's why the Fargo rate system says that the rate should be 7-3, because technically PHAM's supposed to be able to go up a few racks against his opponent. Right now he has. So according to Fargo rate, like, BECK should win this game or the next game. That's what they predict, anyways. When they're making these kind of races, they're predicting that would happen. They don't expect BECK to go up 2-0 right off the hop. If he does do that and he ends up winning 3-1, then that's the system says, well, the Fargo rate is wrong. We got to fix that. So he should be winning this rack or the next one. With the spread of this table right now, it's kind of looking like it might be the next one, but we'll see. PHAM's had some errors too. A little bit of body movement throughout the beginning of this match as well. He might be a little bit more settled now, though, because he's got a 2-game lead. So now you start breathing. Now you start thinking like, okay, well, maybe him going to 3 is not that big of a deal. I can handle it. And you start playing better. Juice. 12 and the 14 is the money line, so he's got to try to get that 14 ball up to get the 12. He's popping up in his shots, and he's 4-stroking while shooting fast on the stroke. So you can 4-stroke all you want, but the execution behind the shot is the problem. He's 4-stroking it with a lot of speed, so they don't work together unless you pay attention more to the cue ball. Yeah, that 7 goes, man. Even if it doesn't, at least block the pocket, then it might give you a chance. It's gonna go though, yeah. And maybe he didn't really think it was gonna go. I don't know, because he doesn't really have much of a follow up here. Try to make the 15 ball, but the 15 will stay. And now PHAM should take that 15 ball to try to make an effort to get onto that 12. All he's got to do is get into that 5 and 1. He'll have the shot on the 12. If he can land into the 1 first and then make the 5, he'll have the option for the 12 and the 11. I don't like that shot there. I didn't like his choice. I feel almost like he's like playing a little too loose, maybe. There's another ball going shot. He's got the shot on the 12 though, so that made up for it. This is where like the good skill comes through for players. You may not have the ideal setup every time, but if you can control the cue ball, you can reset and get back on par. That gives him a 3-game lead. So now this is the part where like the other player will start feeling a little bit of pressure because your opponent's just won 3 games in a row. So now you start thinking this guy's warmed up, he's playing good, I need to respond, need a big break, need a run out, I want to get on the board, put some pressure back on him. All those kind of things could be going through BECK's mind right now, breaking. So watch out for that cue ball. He's gonna want to put some extra power on this one because he might be thinking to himself like, I gotta stop the bleeding, I gotta get this game back. Yeah, today. He's trying to put way more into it, and the reason why is because he feels like he has to respond. He has to like get a huge run out here and put a little bit more intimidation into his opponent. And giving a ball in hand to your opponent with a wide open table is not a good thing. That's what's happened here. PHAM's checking out the 15, see if it goes past the 3. It's pretty close. I think it does go, but it's a touchy shot. You have to be perfect on it. You could approach that right now, though, if you wanted to, technically. You don't want to take the shot immediately, but you can set up for a side pocket, roll up for the 15, take it on. And if you don't get it, well, you got the 11 to the side. So it's a two-way shot. You can also just try to break into it, though. You can play the angle on the side and just push the cue ball up towards that 15 ball and 6 and just open them up a bit. But there's a small risk that you might push that 15 towards the 3, and now that 15 won't go anymore. He's working all this stuff out now. He's starting to see the puzzle. First shot was just to claim what he wants to be. And now it's all about the strategies, trying to make sure that he gets every angle set up properly for the next shot. He's overplayed the angle on this one, though. And so now he's got to kind of figure this out again. He could take the shot from the 12, draw back for the 15, take the stab at the 15. I think that's what I would do, but if it goes to the pocket anyway. I think that's what he's trying to do. He did not get the shape, though, that's for sure. Lazy stroking, man. That's how I lost to him, too, on Thursday. I was lazy stroking. Like, just, I don't know. You can make the shots, but you're not really putting the effort behind, but you're still kind of trying. That's sort of the way he's playing, the way I was playing on Thursday. That got me out pretty quick, too. He's got to watch out. Another effort here to get onto the 15. Oh, looks like he's going to have to finish with the 15. He was not trying to shape up for it. I like this, but I don't like this because he's going to have to draw back to the 8 ball. He's got to be perfect here. And if he has any angle, he's going to have to try to force a breakout. And that's not going to be good for him because the 3's so close to the pocket. I'm thinking he's got just enough room for the ball to get through. Yeah, it was tough. I kind of felt like he was in a bad situation there. When he missed the shape to get onto that 15 the first time, that's when he got screwed in that rack. And then when he decided to go the 3 rails to set up for the 10 ball, he forced himself all onto trying to break out that 8 ball last, or trying to get perfect on the 15 so he didn't have to break it out. Not a good situation to put yourself in. But that's how we learn, right? It's little decisions that we make, and you know, when we lose because of those decisions, we try to not do that again. If he ends up winning this rack, he's going to end up doing it again in the future because he got away with it, right? He technically is not supposed to get away with it here. The kid's got a pretty open table, so we'll see. Oh, he's feeling it, though. Pressure's on, man. Pressure is on. Gets away with one there, so no need for him to think about like how he was shooting, reset, or anything like that, because right now, like, he's up 5-1. He's won 4 games. So even if he's not playing good, which I'm not gonna say he's not playing good, but he's not playing his best anyway. you're gonna feel like it's okay because you're playing, you're still winning, right? So this is bad. I'm telling you right now, all the stuff that's going on for FAM is bad. The score might look pretty, but mentally, like if when he has to play a player at his caliber, he's not gonna be ready for them because he's getting away with his little body movements and mistakes. Here, you're not gonna get away with that when you play against a higher level player. They're gonna punish you every time, and that's gonna put more pressure on you, make you nervous, which leads to a stressful day at the table. So you gotta be careful on what you're doing on this rack here. Even if you are ahead, you gotta find a way to clean up your game some more. He just made the 8 ball in the side pocket, so Beck will have the option to either spot the 8 ball or he can take the balls and rack them up. And what he did there, so he had the 8 ball and the cue ball both in the same hand. That would have technically been a foul in a professional event because the cue ball can't touch another ball when it's in your hand. And just so you guys are clear on this kind of thing, if those of you that play in the pool league anyway for the BNEA rules, if you hold the cue ball in your hand because you have a ball in hand, right? And then the outside, not the inside, but the outside of your hand graces any kind of ball, it would be considered a foul because your hand has the cue ball in your hand. So your hand becomes the cue ball essentially when you have it in that hand. Be careful on that because experienced players will call you on that. The ones that know the rules, they will call you on that. Sorry, I was just sharing a post here. There's a young lady that's missing here in Manitoba. Her name is Mackenzie Celine Rita Sinclair, and she's 17 years old, and says that she's been missing since October 6th. And she was last seen in the 100 block of Marion. So if anyone with any information can help find her, you can contact the missing persons unit at 204-986-6250. But I shared it, and so like I have a couple of daughters, right? I have three daughters. So for me, like anytime I see something like that, like I share right away. It's so important to help, and you never know. I mean, the post that you share on trying to find somebody could be the reason why that person's found. So you just never know. But for me, I got daughters, and I know like I would move every mountain and whatever I could do to find my kids if anything like that ever happened, God forbid. And I would do everything. So I know how people are thinking. You never want to go through something like that. Do your best that you can and just share. Something small you do. It's not like they're asking to go out there and search, help searching. One second of your time can make a difference. That's the way I look at it anyway. That's why I share. All right, so Fam's at the table, and it looks like he's trying to get onto that tempo, but he doesn't quite have it. Or is he solids? He might be solids. Oh, he's stripes. Okay. Yeah, so he didn't have it. You have to open it up, and he did good to open it up. Didn't get as rewarded as he could have been there. And he's got a little bit of a tough shot coming up here. So they got to do a bank, or he's got to make that 15 to the side, which that would be the easiest way to get out, but it's a tougher shot. He's just going to play safe. And a good one, too. So that's bad sign here for the kid, because now that means that Pham is really warmed up. He's starting to slow down his game as well. Not being as aggressive. Tough to force this cue ball through for the shape on the 15. And it's a bit challenging to punch it off the rail, but that's the only way you can really do this. Just got to punch it off the rail. I know. That 8 ball. Boom. Oh, man. Unbelievable. If that was me, that 8 ball wasn't guaranteed. No, that's going to be a super easy 8. He's smiling because he knows he got a little lucky there. So this is the way I kind of expected the match to go. We're at Hill. We're Hill now. So and the pressure was on Pham there to get out, so that's why he was kind of like stressing out on those couple of shots there. He didn't want to turn the table over for a loss. We'll see how this one goes. This is interesting though. Hill, man. Heel. Oh, it's not showing the other one for some reason. Okay. Okay, I got it. Hill, and some interesting puzzles at this table. Oh, he gave him a really good chance here for that 4-ball. Yeah, that was the problem ball there. So, like, he might be thinking he's okay with that 6-ball being where it is, but that 3-ball's gonna open up that 6-ball. Oh, kid's gonna get himself in trouble here. Yeah, he's aggressive. He's going for the bank side. Oh, and it might have gone. It might have gone, but unfortunately, the cue ball will kick it out. Shoot that ball out of the pocket. PHAM gets to the table. He's got to open up that 10-ball. Good chance here. He's going to open it up. Oh, but he ties it up in a different area. Oh, man. This is a classic Hill matchup. Nerve-wracking Hill matchup. Got a matchup between Ziho Chen and Eric Cheng. And then we have a matchup between Guy Smith and Tim Sinclair. They're playing on table 12. So once this match is over, I'll switch over there and I'll commentate on table 12. I think the chalk fell in there. How many pool players does it take to get a chalk out of a diamond table? The answer is 4, because they have 3 and they can't get it back. They're still trying to get that chalk out. Little guy's putting his arm in there because he's got the smallest arm. Boom, there it is. He got it. All right, match will resume now. So let's see this 10-ball. What would be the best option to break out this 10-ball? It wouldn't be the 15 or the 9. They're no good. The 13 doesn't really... Well, the 13 actually helps if it goes past the 8-ball to the right side middle pocket. That will give you the breakout. And if you get to the right side of the 11-ball, that will give you the breakout. Oh, this is going to break it out for him. Oh, that was good. I thought if he missed there, man, you're going to be in some major troubles. But he's good. He made the breakout. He's got the shot on the 3. He's got to get to the middle of the table. Boom. What a shot right there. Running into the 11-ball. Perfect setup for the side. He's going to close out this match with a score of 3-6. Or 3-5, sorry. I don't know where he's going for. Yeah, 3-6. Should be out here. Just a little draw. Poke draw. Oh, a little bit more distant. This is okay. It doesn't really matter. It's not that far of a pocket or that far of a shot. For the win. It's in. The kid's going to win that one. All right, I'm going to move to 12 now. I'll be... Well, I guess it won't be back.